Well, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to see what liberals have to say about this one. I'm going to give everyone the full breakdown and just understand how mind boggling it is, the hypocrisy, just the disgustingness. Liberals, they didn't care about the border in 2021, 2022. We had millions upon millions, many of them uncounted. They say it's like 3, 4 million. The number's like 15, 20 million illegals in the country. Trump's trying to get rid of them now. The media is gaslighting, saying you can't do that. You're separating families. There's no winning with these people. But no, they really cared about the border in 2024 because it was an election year. And oh, heaven forbid the Democrats have to leave office for the big bad dictator Donald Trump. Well, they cared about it, all right. They wanted to fix it with their border bill, and in that bill there was $74 billion in foreign aid. But no, that was going to help the border, and it was going to grant all the illegals that were already here because of the Democrats. It was going to grant them all amnesty, but it was a good border bill, guys. It was bipartisan. It only granted amnesty to every single illegal, like 20 million of them in the country, but it was a good bill. But they cared about immigration then. So I'm going all over the place. Let me get to the point. They cared about immigration in 2024, but they lose every single swing state. They lose the popular vote for the first time since 2004 to the big bad Donald Trump. And now, I don't think the Democrats were, even though the American people voted for border security, a lot of Hispanics, record numbers for Trump, they're saying, no, you don't get border security. We're going to try and sabotage Trump. Weeks before Trump takes office, Biden is racing to auction off unused border wall material. And there's just loads of this border wall, and it's like an eBay auction. It's $5. Here, come buy it in Arizona because the wall wasn't finished. Originally, they stopped work on the wall back in 2021. That's when they all came in, and there's videos of like forklifts pushing up like fencing, this fencing, and then all the illegals coming in under it. And they ended up resuming construction on the wall in like 2023. And then they do the sham fake border bill. See, we really care about illegal immigration. No. We you know what? We don't care about illegal immigration. We just care about retaining power. Oh, whoops. Was I not supposed to say that? Sorry about that. But and now listen, these Democrats, they're just like, you know what? The American people, they want Trump. They want border security. We never really cared about border security at all. We're just going to auction off everything and make it harder for Trump, even though the American people voted for this. We don't care about the American people. We care about retaining power. That's it. And so that's the dynamic at play here. And they realize that Trump's going to finish the wall. You've got all these materials here. They were doing this back in 2021, but they're like, all right, we really have to fix this because we're going to be voted out. But now they're like, you know what? We're just horrible people, but the media won't care anyways. They'll just let us get away with this. So let's just make it harder, even though the American people voted for stricter border security. Let's just make it harder for Trump because we're so terrible, but we'll get away with it. And we're the tolerant left. We only wanted Donald Trump's head to be blown off. We're tolerant. We're tolerant. They're the crazy ones. Half of our party wanted Donald Trump to be assassinated. No, they're the crazy ones. They had January 6th. Oh my goodness. And then here it is, guys. What else? Here it is right here. The eBay auction. $5? Man, you can melt that. Couldn't the government just melt this down and get more money off of it than $5? I don't know. Maybe it costs too much to do that. What is this for exactly? You know what? I heard Elon Musk was bidding on all of this and he's going to win every single border piece. And he's going to tell them, he's going to buy a little plot of land right up against the border and say, just put it all there for Trump. We're just going to build it. What if Elon Musk just bought every piece? I mean, it's an online auction starting at $5 and then he buys every piece and then he buys a small plot. Yeah, just put it right next in that new plot of land that I bought. Just put it right there. We're going to finish the wall. We want it accessible. It's like they move it closer to actually help the completion of it while trying to sell it. Oh, man. They're auctioning off. I mean, this is what they did in 2021. They started selling it for nothing, for $5. Well, technically, I don't think it's $5. It's an auction. This is the pettiness of these people, but they care so much about the border. But if you fascist Americans vote for Donald Trump, we don't care anymore. We're going to let everyone in. Imagine they just open it wide up like one day before Trump takes office. There's like a caravan coming. They start rushing to the border. And it's like the second Trump takes office, the National Guard gets deployed to push them all back. But no, I'm just having fun. But like, this is just, it's just so petty, and it's not necessary. This is like a 5-year-old thing. Are we, is this administration? I guess that's what they do now. They act like 5-year-olds because, I mean, none of this really matters. You're selling it. I mean, you're just sore losers. You lost. We're going to get border security. We're going to get a buffer zone. You know what? The wall just got 20 feet higher. And then liberals talking, well, Trump promised that Mexico was going to pay for the wall. Yeah, you're very lucky Trump is a nice guy. Because like these liberal people, do they think that the United States seriously could not force Mexico to pay for the wall? Really? You think Mexico has any say over it if push came to shove? No, it's just Trump's a really nice guy. And Trump's an anti-war guy. He's a peace guy, and that's why Mexico ended up not paying for it. Otherwise, they would have. Look at the leverage dynamics between the United States and Mexico. But there it is right there, so people can buy it. You've also got Whoopi Goldberg. Oh yeah, this thing. I'm gonna play a little bit of this. This is just the same crap. I thought this stuff, this type of behavior and this viewpoint on obesity. I thought people. I don't think people buy into it. This is The View though, so let's see.
Food.
No, it's not.
This is sometimes people are born genetically larger.
Agreed. I didn't mean to.
No.
Right, and so this argument reminds me a lot of the abortion argument when they say, well, if there's complications of the mother and the mother might die, you need to be able to have an abortion. That's significantly less than 1% of the reason why abortions happen. So if like you take it and they talk about why abortion should be legal, it's because, well, someone, an adult human could die. That's less than 1% of the cases. Very similar to this, saying that people are born genetically larger. 99.9% of obesity is caused by people just eating too much food. And especially with all the stuff like Ozempic and things like that. But the overall point I'm trying to say is, when your argument is the outlier, you don't have a very good argument. So it's just like this with Whoopi Goldberg saying that people are, even if that were true, it's less than 1%. We obviously know the vast majority of people, it's just, we all live lives. Many people don't work out. They don't move. It's very easy. You get Uber Eats. We live in the United States. Even if you don't make too much money, it's very easy to buy calorie-dense food. I mean, take, for example, me. I'm like 5'10", maybe 5'10 and a half. People say I give myself like an inch, 2 inches. You're a dude. Maybe you go 5'10 and a half, 5'11. Like 5'10, 5'10 and a half with shoes, but about like 153 or something. So if I eat 2,400 calories, I'll stay my same weight. I will lose weight guaranteed if I eat 1,800 calories a day for the next 2 weeks. Probably lose like 2 pounds. Maybe a little bit more water weight. I've been eating a lot of carbs. But, that's how it's done. Like this whole stuff, it's all, and we all knew this. This has been explained by so many people. But like, to say these people live in such a bubble to where when I'm not even sure that's a thing. I understand people have bigger appetites and stuff like that. And, it does run obesity can run in the family and stuff with the appetites and the lifestyle choices. But, this is just complete crap. And I think everyone knows it. And it's that's not even a thing. Like, if you eat too many calories, you're going to gain weight. And you've got a lot of tricks at the table now with all these people on Ozempic and things like that. So it's inexcusable. And the United States has such a massive problem. It's not just one thing, it's multiple things compounded when it comes to the US. And I think RFK Jr. has honestly like an amazing opportunity here because he's a breath of fresh air, and it's so bad right now, obesity in the United States. It really can't get any worse. So it's not like he's going to fail. Now they're going to try and get him on the whole vaccine stuff, things like that. We'll see what ends up coming out about the studies and stuff on those. But when it comes to just obesity and trying to get people healthier and get the country healthier, RFK Jr., we're starting at the bottom here. So he's really, if even just does a little bit, it's going to be good. So I think, we'll see if I know they're talking about removing the food dyes that makes all the food that's bad for you, or the carbohydrates. They make it look better with all the food dyes. You remove them, you make it bland. People want to buy it. And they've already done that in Europe, by the way. So you're already starting to change little things like that, and that's just something that's a very easy change. It doesn't really affect anything. It doesn't affect the taste of the food if somebody still wants to buy it, but it will affect the appeal of the food when they dye it to try and make it look more friendly, like the fruit roll-ups and the gummy bears and everything like that. What if it's all like just like processed gray crap? maybe people won't buy it. So it makes sense. But like this stuff, it's just, and then all these women just automatically agree. It's like, even if that were true, you're talking about less than 1% of the population that has a higher percent chance of being obese, and even they can lose weight. Any human being outside of some medical mystery can lose weight if you don't eat, even if even if you do have a huge appetite. If that happens, then you just get on Ozempic. Although they do say with Ozempic now, it affects the face, and the face gets really saggy, and you can see people, especially older people that get on it. You can see people that are on Ozempic. So there is that as well. But this is just totally crap, and everybody knows it. It's a calorie in, calorie out thing. I remember when I used to study that when I was younger, but nowadays you stay in shape. It is what it is. You work out a little bit. You know what? I gotta start working out again. I haven't worked out in a while. Maybe it's been like two years for me. I used to work out every day, but either way, guys, just talking about this. I have purchased a lot of this, and it's my little present. It's my little gift. The problem is, where do you store this? I mean, it's such a troll. It really is such a troll.